Did not say record. Can you guys hear us okay?
It's
Yeah.
recording.
Hmm.
We have to cut this all out.
Do you want me to go back out?
No, do what you want.
This is such Mercury retrograde, Lionsgate, full moon energy. It's been so wild. So good day, everybody, and good morning and 8:10, August 10th. Wow, wow, wow.
Namaste.
Namaste. Huge portal.
Namaskaram. Yeah, it is a
Yeah.
huge portal.
Yeah. I don't know how you're feeling, but it's been really surreal, like extremes, one thing and another, and kind of spacey too. I mean, you were pretty spacey yesterday.
It's like a kaleidoscope. It's like every 6 hours, frequencies change, and you're like, "What? I was so happy this morning. Why am I agitated now? How did that happen? I didn't do anything."
Yeah.
This kaleidoscope is changing.
I will say this week, and I think some of the things coming in for all of us in the collective, we had a big aha. I think it was Wednesday night. So it was before the 8/8 portal. It was Wednesday night or Thursday night. Um, Day was fine, great day, and I went to yoga and I was in Restore, and that's usually a really great place. It's a beautiful studio, it's calm, there's lights, it was candlelight, and I'm in the middle of the practice, and I mean, this sounds terrible, but I'm like witnessing a murder, like being hunted and a murder of myself. And it was really intense. And I was like, and at first I was like, what's the mind doing? Is this my thought? Because I never really, I'm usually pretty empty when I go in there. And so I just kind of breathed it and I thought, am I picking something up in the room? And it went on and on. So I finally just went, okay, I'm going to put light there and just get my frequency up and help dissipate it and not be in fear. And so I kind of just observed it as a thought form, but I knew on some level it wasn't mine. And a few times this week, I woke up in the middle of the night with unusual thoughts, and I thought, these these are not mine. And then you say, well, there's no separation, all this thing, but it was different. It was a different frequency. And so as soon as I kind of recognized it, it would dissipate. So I came home and I was sharing it with Michael. And he said to me, was it around, 7
7 o'clock.
o'clock or whatever? And I was like, yeah. And he was getting in his car going to the gym, a thought of racing his truck, playing chicken, like putting his life at risk. This thought came in to like be aggressive with this thing or,
Ram some other car.
ram
I was
some
like
other,
totally convinced I should ram some other
ram,
car.
like random out of the
I was like,
blue,
what?
right? And so what was interesting, it was both around the same time we experienced this odd frequency, this odd kind of lower aggression, I would call dark frequency. And it was like, wow, that's really weird. So I tell the story not to be in fear or anything, but to be in awareness of the mental thoughts coming through your consciousness and discerning what is mine, what is not mine. Um, and when a thought like that does come in, it wants you to fight with it because it feeds off that shadow energy. And to rate, all you need to do is raise the frequency. As long as you raise the frequency, it literally dissolves. So that's kind of it's a nuance, but it was a great um, teaching for me this week and awareness because it was really present. So yeah.
Well, there's been a deeper exploration of the mind for me this past week. What is the mind, right? Do you know what your mind is? Where is it? It's a collection of processes, the third dimensional level. What are those processes? Well, there's judgment, right? And then there's rationalization or analysis. We look at the pros and cons, and we make decisions on facts. And then you got the judgment that takes it and makes it into some story, and we forget the facts and we live with the story as if the story was true, but we just made it up. So there's those aspects of the mind. And then there's another aspect, the thoughts. The thoughts are your thoughts. Are they your thoughts? Are you being programmed by thoughts? That's the discernment that we want to go through, right? So it is where I was like a class I wanted to do all about the different aspects of the conscious, subconscious, superconscious, subliminal consciousness, and aligning them all so that they're all working in alignment, as opposed to your subconscious thoughts. 70% of it's unconscious, it's running all the time. And is it aligned with your conscious thoughts? Why do you do things you don't want to do? Because the subconscious is running patterns, right? And why do you like want to manifest something? It comes in, you got it in your conscious mind, and I wanted this and I got that, right? Because it's going through the filter of the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is, for the most people, ungoverned. And so you need to start to govern that. And what Denise is giving an example of that discernment. When it's your thoughts, you kind of have the same thoughts. The subconscious mind's kind of running the same worries all, day long about money and this person and your family or that. You're kind of running the same ones. It's just habitual patterns. That's why we want to get out of that. Whereas in the conscious mind kind of like decides, do I want to feed that energy, that thought form, or do I want to create a new one? And you really can't create new ones because your subconscious one is ungoverned. So we have the programming that comes in. You don't know. You think it's your thought, or you don't think it's your thought. You don't really know because you don't have the discernment. And then all of a sudden you just think, oh, that's my thought. And then you take your car and you ram somebody. But my whole point in all of this, I guess, is when you move into that super conscious mind, when you get into your heart and you get into the feeling of that connection with the divine part of you, the inner part of you, then you get the inspirations, new thoughts, new creative, because you're creating with source in a benevolent way. So I thank you for bringing that up. It was one
Yeah.
of the things I've been, realigning or reassessing or what do you call it when you just kind of there's a new pattern unfolding with as far as synthesis of the mind and the mental thoughts.
Yeah. So I would say in the collective, what's up is all these distractions. Look at social media, look at AI, look at fear mongering, look at war. All of those things take you out of the place where Michael was talking about that divine connection. And they're being turned up louder and louder and louder. So the discernment is so important. And how do you get to it? Breath work, nature, right? Water, all the things we kind of innately know, that are kind of pure and will help us lock back in. So the other thing that I was really in my awareness this week was there was a lot of people doing activations for the 8-8. And I love the 8-8 and the idea of it, but it's also based on the Gregorian calendar, right? So is it really the 8-8? Is it really, or should we be looking at the moon cycle that was yesterday's magnificent full moon was incredible. And to me, that was so potent. So I was just kind of playing with it without judgment, just in the inquiry. And so I thought I'll listen. I was mowing the lawn. I love getting on the tractor and I listened to all these, YouTube and podcasts. And I was getting so frustrated because I couldn't find anything
Nurturing.
nurturing or I would say totally pure, not by these people weren't good and pure and doing their work, but it was all about going outside yourself. I'm going to give you this activation of these star beings, or you're going to go contact these and put these things in your field. And I was like, wow, all these people on the 8-8 are going to get all these implants in this distorted portal. And we're going to have, space brothers and sisters walking around like Star Wars. because people don't realize what they're saying yes to. And within yourself, yeah, you have a star family. That's you. You know, that those are wonderful beings to engage and have a dialogue with and create a relationship with, but that's your personal relationship. And they don't need to do they need the human more than we need them. You know, I mean, so it's and just because someone comes from another dimension doesn't mean they're better. You know, so I really struggled with it. And I thought, you know, should I post something? Should I write something? Warn people, you know, the truth are in me. And I was like, you know, just pray. Just just pray. Just align with God, breathe it in, you know, ask spirit to align people, which is the most important thing, is the center of your heart to the true nature of who you really are. And the rest will take care of itself. So, you know, so that's what I did, you know, was just kind of really got into the pureness of the essence of my soul and asking how I could serve, asking what I need to learn, what I need to develop, what I can do
Yeah.
moving forward in this
Yeah.
energy. So, yeah, anything to say about that, honey?
Well, it kind of reminds me of, we all want to create beautiful place, a Shambhala, a new earth, and we're part of that process and moving out of the subconscious mind and all the limiting belief systems that we got running and reprogramming it, right? We look at the belief systems and bring them conscious and let them go. And we all want to be in that place of connection with source. We want to be in that place of freedom and happiness and love. That's really kind of the main attributes of the soul when you kind of look at it and boil it down to what it is. The objects outside the world we think we want, but really we think that those objects are giving us those things, peace, happiness, and love, right? And we really want those states as our being. And underneath of that, even so what's kind of showing up is this place of even-mindedness. It's like your thoughts are your creation, but they're also ripples on the pond of presence, pure presence. So when you can be in that place of even-mindedness, no matter what thought comes or what
Mhm.
emotion comes, it doesn't disturb that ripple of the infinite presence that you are. You don't get distracted going and looking there. You just stay in your peace and in your calm. And I guess that's what one of the teachings again that comes back to me is, Jesus on the Sea of Galilee, right? How do you storm? How do you calm everything? You don't try and do it. You be it. You be that even-mindedness. So that's when, because my emotions are always kind of, I'm kind of calm and peaceful, and
He's got a lot of fire in
there's a
his
lot of
chart.
fire and kind of up and down, and I'm
Yeah.
like, it kind of comes down to self-control, which is self-control. It sounds kind of, but it's more like self-mastery.
Hmm.
It's, oh, I've got these subtle bodies doing these things. How do I reprogramming at a different depth the way that it serves me and what I want to manifest, which isn't always in alignment for the best of everyone, right? So,
It's when the heart leads and the mind follows, and
yeah,
that's the integration. That is the high heart. That is the emerald awakening. That is the new earth. It's right here. It's not out there. It's right here. Um, so a few other things. I'll just do a couple announcements. So we're all geared up for Nantucket with the Mamos. Those links are live. If you can't join us and you want to sponsor even $20 or whatever, it does help cover the cost. It's a big cost. And this work is really priceless. I mean, some people question the value of it and, you know, what are we doing? But this is on the Gulf Stream. The Gulf Stream in the Atlantic Ocean controls the temperature. and the water temperature and what's going on in our air. And Nantucket sits in a place that's got all fed with glacial water underneath. Their water supply is actually pure glacial water. So we're going to be working with those pure waters. It was also home of the indigenous. A beautiful tribe lived there. And we're going to be doing not only ceremony to the sacred ponds and on the Atlantic Ocean, right on the jet stream, we're going to be doing it on a high point of the island, which was a sacred rock of the indigenous, where they met and they were, they were basically wiped out. People have come. So the Mamos left this week. They are gone off the radar. They were instructed not to have any contact with us to prepare for this trip. That's how big it was. So we actually won't even talk to them till we see them in September and we pick them up. And they need to be as pure and hold as much frequency as they can with nature. They gave us some instructions on things we need to collect, and it was like, oh my gosh, because they said it's really critical. We're at a critical point on the planet. We're in a critical point, how much has been taken, how much has been disturbed, and Mother Nature, we can see with the volcanoes and the earthquakes, what we take, she will take back. She doesn't want to hurt us, but this is her body, and she has the right to align. So we're going to be doing some pretty significant pagamentos, and you can sponsor one or, you know, any of them. So there's one on Friday morning. There's a program all day Saturday. There's a program all day Sunday. And then there's a pagamento on Monday morning. So that's over the fall equinox. We do have a group going with us that's going to be traveling with us. We're very excited. This is some people that are really aligned with the work. We do have actually one spot. I have one bedroom left. Um, if you feel really called to this and you really want to be in the inquiry of that, just message us or send a comment and I'll get to you. But it's going to be a really um, great journey with them, isn't it? Yeah,
The energy in Nantucket is,
it's so powerful.
I keep trying to describe it. It's so pure and clean and clear. It's crystalline in nature. And I keep looking at it. What is it, the glaciers underneath? Is it the North Sea and currents coming down from Greenland? Is it the Gulf Coast going over out to Africa? What is it? Is it the Atlantic Ocean connecting over to Ireland and and over to the grid over there that is still there, the ocean just on top of it, right? And so I'm like, God, what? All these things are part of that. And so, yeah, it's exciting, but it's just fun to be in Nantucket together. I mean, Nantucket is a fun island. It's just great. It's got old history and it's like stepping
And
back in time.
September is a beautiful time to go
It's a
because the
beautiful
crowds
time
are
to go.
gone
It's not
and
so hot.
yeah.
Seals, you can see the seals on the beach. It's
Yeah.
just a beautiful time.
So,
So,
and the other thing is two other things. We do have our kind of fall into winter schedule up. We have a retreat planned late, actually October 31st was Friday night, and then we'll go into the first weekend of November. That'll be here on the property, continuing some of this work. We do have an online retreat set up. It's a 1 day, really great way to, as we go into the wintertime, really kind of reestablish going within, letting go, be supporting community. We questioned whether or not online things really work, and they really do. I think some of those people with us really find it. Um, we'll do a great meditation and activation for the winter solstice. That'll be here on the property. That's in the morning. We'll do it a couple hours. It'll be great. And then for the spring equinox, we're going to go to Ireland. We've been called to go into that portal and continue this work. It's directly related to Nantucket. It's directly related to these ley lines. It's directly related to the axonal lines. So we have been working on logistics and investigating and getting the itinerary nailed down. So I'll be putting out, again, we're going to limit it to like 12 people. We're going to be staying together. It's going to a lot of we'll go to Newgrange and the Hill of Tara, but we'll also be going to some of these megalithic sites that you can get on and really be in the rocks and be in the circles that are off the beaten path and into some of the fairy forts. If you love fairies, they're all over the place there. So that will be coming up March of 2026. So we'll keep you posted on that. And what I'll do is just do a link with a deposit and we'll just kind of lock it in because we usually fill up. So I'm pretty excited about that. We thought we were going to Costa Rica for our own personal vacation, and Spirit was like, you gotta go do the work in Ireland. We're like, Ireland. So
It's
here we
cold.
go.
It's cold in
It's
there.
cold and rainy, but sometimes there can be actually a great time to go because it's not
It's windy,
windy, but it also can be
bone numbing.
quiet. No, actually, it's really not. Ireland does not get as cold as it gets here in the East Coast because of where it is. It can be wet, but I've been there many times, and
No, we're gonna have great weather for.
yeah,
I already know.
there's a peace there because it's not busy, and I love that. And um, Mother Ireland is close to my heart, so
There's nothing like Mother Island. Yeah,
yeah.
she's you just presence is tangible. Tangible, yeah.
Yeah, it's the first place I ever traveled in my life. When I got on the plane, I sobbed leaving. I just couldn't believe I had to leave her. So I went back 4 times in 1 year. Um, so she is part of my heart. Yeah.
All right, honey, let's
Yeah. So let's put a, it's hard for me to
let's
see.
see what Lionsgate has for us.
Not only that, just see what this beautiful, I'm loving this full moon energy. I mean, it was incredible last night. Sorry about this. I can't.
Yeah, the full moon energy for this year, for this Mayan, we'll say galactic year. This is the first month. This is the month of what is your purpose? What do you want to accomplish this year? Right. This is and so just Mayan portal, or this Lionsgate portal superimposed on top of it helps empower whatever it is that you wish to manifest for this next year. What's your galactic or soul mission for this year? So let us take a deep breath into our hearts and just kind of hold. Make sure you roll it up so that your back is straight. Your spine is over your hips. And just allow the energy just to kind of drain through your spine, down through your root into Mother Earth. Breathing in through the heart. Hold in that space in between. Feel the charge, the energy of your heart field, and just kind of softly release down through the spine, clearing the spinal column, clearing your antakarana, clearing your tailbone, clearing your root. And just see that energy being going through the root system or the grid system of Mother Earth, just being dissipated. She's taking it lovingly. One more time, breathing in. Now just feel the energy of your heart. Feel how it's changed, how it's full now, how you can almost feel it's blossomed energetically. And just softly exhale that charge down your spine. And this time, take it through your root, through your antakarana, 1 feet beneath your feet to your crystalline grid, and then take it all the way down into the core of Mother Earth. And then breathe from the core of Mother Earth. See if you can allow your consciousness to let go of the surface body image form and allow your etheric light body to just breathe at the core of Mother Earth. You haven't created a new form for yourself. You've just switched your perspective from within the body looking out to that aspect of you that is already there. And what allows that you to be there is our unified oneness in the eternal God consciousness that's always there. And the more tangible that you feel yourself breathing in sync with the core of Mother Earth and her crystalline heart and her diamond heart, the more tangible your experience of being there. Being aware of the crystalline core of Mother Earth, her consciousness. Breathe in her consciousness. And allow yourself to synchronize. Let go of your bodily functions, trying to sync them to Mother Earth. Allow Mother Earth's diamond crystalline consciousness to breathe you, to sync with you. As you stay focused in the tangibility of your awareness, of your merging with the consciousness of Mother Earth through each breath, each drawing forth the energy into your own self, holding it there, feeling the materialization of the neurogenesis of being able to be aware of your etheric consciousness there. Then slowly exhaling it out into that etheric form. Notice how you're building out or crystallizing your own consciousness in sync with the collective consciousness of Mother Earth. And you may start to notice other crystalline consciousnesses around you. You may just feel them at first or sense them. Those of us who are collectively creating this crystalline diamond field, coalescing the human crystalline diamond 12-dimensional grid within the planetary 12-dimensional grid, and synthesizing through our alignment and breathing in God consciousness, being, beholding, becoming. Good. It's like we're all kind of locked into a crystalline disk or a crystalline chamber. And you may feel that crystalline consciousness as like a shield or a disk, diamond frequency around us. And we're just allowing our diamond crystalline selves to energetically pulse and create these like diamond streams, like electromagnetic streams, like plasma. That's it. The plasma that's kind of like coming off of your diamond vehicle, your diamond sourcing from your divine blueprint, radially out and around and into the diamond shield. It's a frequency shield. It's not shaped like a diamond, it's shaped like a disc. And just be with that image right now, how you are streaming like electric, they're like electric blue. You're a electric lightning being right now. It's just streaming pure white plasma consciousness, electrically streaming, and it kind of connects to the periphery of this shield and it charges it up, becomes brighter, more illumined. It's as if the electric connections are like sparks that are kind of painting the underside inside of this collective grid consciousness shield. The diamond crystalline Krystos 12-dimensional frequencies. As the disc gains in charge, you may notice it becomes like a silver white event horizon, a plasmic filled with this hydroplasmic consciousness. And it's literally, we're immersed in consciousness of our Christos selves. And in this event horizon, it's like a no time, no space, or it connects all time and space. It's like a zero gravity, 0 point field. where we can connect with the aspects of ourselves hundreds of thousand years behind us, hundreds of thousand years ahead of us. All the divine iterations of the human morphogenetic field, all aligned here in this healing hydroplasmic consciousness grid. Just be in the healing energy and the connection with your higher states of human blueprint, your 12th dimensional, your 12 strand self. See yourself filled in your heart. As you center your awareness in your heart field, in your feeling nature, your sentience, notice how your crystalline shield responds to your own loving awareness. Just allow your love to radiate. And fill this Krystos shield with your diamond love. And merge with the diamond love, God love of your Krystos self. As you drop into that feeling nature, that sentience, that plasmic, gooey, super conscious frequency of your heart, Ask what's in your highest for you and allow the love to carry it, to merge your thought form with the love of God, coddle your baby, your thought, how you wish to serve this year, knowing it's greater than even the mind could imagine. Just play with seeing or imagining that love of your intention, that thought form, this divine being moving through your year for you, with you, drawing forth, attracting all it needs in its evolution to satisfy your highest intention of service and love. You may start to feel kind of like a inner intensification. That's an alignment with unity consciousness. There's an inward alignment with your own personal grid in your spine and your heart, with source. But it also, the inner magnifies the outer alignment with divine human blueprint. and aligning with those Christos beings that want to hold that frequency in the morphogenetic field of Mother Earth, in the crystalline planetary grid. Just feel yourself aligning, unifying, coalescing. The divine human race, morphogenetic, amente consciousness. And feel yourself as that heart-centered receiving and broadcasting transmitter of your divine DNA 12 strand codes. Riding on the currents of your love. Feel like your diamond heart is locked in now. Maybe you gently circulate your heart. And you may feel like a diamond sphere around it. It's a diamond, it's a sphere around a diamond core. And as we breathe into it and charge it, we can use it as a propulsion system for our diamond collective disc. We can move it up, we can move it down, or we can expand it and or contract it into smaller versions or bigger versions. What we're going to do together is we're going to breathe into our heart, the diamond heart core. And as we exhale down into the core of Mother Earth or into the center of our collective shield, we're going to expand out of the crystalline core into the elementals waters of Mother Earth, her plasma waters. And so let's do that together. We're going to breathe in, charge our heart, and as we exhale back down into the It's like we're pushing off the core of Mother Earth, but instead of moving somewhere, we're just expanding our shield. It's around us, the diamond shield, so that it covers the internal waters or the next layer of the core outside the core of Mother Earth. Let us begin. Breathing in. Feel your heart. You can expand from your heart, or you can expand from the planetary core, your shield and our collective shield. And exhale. Begin to become aware of the larger shield and its interaction with the plasma. They're like aquifers, but they're more than that. They're consciousness. The primal waters of Mother Earth. Notice how these waters, how you are interacting with these waters, your diamond codes. Breathe in the plasmic, crystalline consciousness of the galactic waters. Just notice how easily you're accepted and how easily you're integrating into the plasma consciousness of Mother Earth. And you may even begin to notice the effect of this collective disc as it moves, or the primal waters move through us, interact with the consciousness, and move back out into the surface waters, the oceans, rivers, and lakes, into the atmosphere and the clouds, the humidity and precipitation, into the crystalline ozone layers, and out into the magnetic sphere. And if you can, just have an intention of breathing this plasma consciousness, water love through the magnetosphere, dissolving any distortions, purifying the blue pearl of Mother Earth. To see her emanating that pearlescence diamond love of the mother. dissolving all distortion in the planetary grids, the planetary atmospheres with your love. Just have the intention to lock in this vortex that's been expanded through us, through our intentions, collectively and individually, our intentions for our soul mission this year. And you can have the intention to have an aspect of yourself that remains within the plasma crystalline waters to continue to be nourished and to nourish the planetary grid. Or you can come back anytime you wish to continue to be supported and loved and held. And then begin to bring your awareness back in through your Antakarana, through your heart, into your heart field. Locking into your spine, into your elemental body. Knowing that your water of your own body is this plasma water.
Mm. Thank you all so much.